Ain't nobody
here but us chickens.
Chickens. Well, I just love it. And we'll have to have him again and play something else for you.
Yes.
So are you going to give us a poem, darling? How did you celebrate your birthday, first of all?
I dragged Jan to bed screaming and the red-blooded male, and I thought, right, that's it. She said, no. And I said, yes. And she said, no. And it just went on like that for ages until I convinced her.
You know that...
That's why I'm so tired. I haven't got the energy.
Kingston Hospital is going to ban this show. There's so many blue notes. Dónall, what's your first poem?
My first poem is, I survived my birthday. That's the bad news.
That's good news.
Right? And this is called Doing Fine. Okay?
Mm.
I told you that I love you. I told you what I was going to do to you when I got you all to myself alone. I told you there was a sudden laughter on the line. I think you got the wrong number, love, but keep talking, you're doing fine. There you go.
Yay, Donall. You're a mad cat maniac. So, should we have a little bit of John Lennon to calm us all down? Because your birthday's just too exciting for us.
Yes, this is too exciting for me too. I just took to bed, covered my head in vinegar and brown paper. It's really thirsty to remember that. I wasn't going to get up till Monday, and then I thought, oh God, Julie, the radio.
Oh, stop it! Have you been in bed all this weekend? No.
Terrible.
Amazing energy, and his beloved Janice Windle, who's just been telling me that her poem got highly commended
in a competition by a magazine called Thinks. It's a very short poem.
Can I give you a bit of a clap for that one?
Indeed.
That's the Kingston Hospital Radio pat on the back, yes.
Thank you very much, everybody. Shall I read that one first?
Yeah,
it's
do.
Quite
Yeah,
short,
please.
my poem.
Yeah.
It's called Anti-Gravity. The capacity to fly a kite is inversely proportional to a man's gravity. His faith in the absurd is all that lets him hear the words of the birds cruising in the stratosphere. His kite tugs the rational tether that holds him to the earth's skin, until the string cuts wild arabesques in clouds, brands his hands with stripes of its will to freedom. Hovering on roaring winds, the kite's frivolity is the antidote to gravity.
Oh, that is
Lovely.
The way she tells
Thank you, Jan.
It is, got a lovely
So, should we have, because it's obviously Donall Day, even though it's the next day after his birthday. Now, I met Jan and Donall ages ago, but we met up in the week at a new venue in Hampstead, at a poetry venue.
That's right.
I remember a little bit about it.
Kiss the Sky it's called. It's a lovely place.
And no, it was fantastic. And actually, Jan read this poem, and I absolutely adored it. So, give it up. Come on.
You should stress that the gig was right beside the hospital, sort of anybody was damaged.
From the
Royal Free.
Yeah, so you could just be brought to hospital emergency.
Yes, that's right. Yes, it's a poem to Donall. It's called What's in a Name, and it's my pet names for him. Leomanic beetle face, rockatanka toes, Buddha breath, haiku Harry, Dempsey sexy nose, signage spotter, super coolant, photo snapper meister. Your Jack sprang out the box, you're a leprechaun word heister. In the history of mankind, you're Homo extrematis, Homo kissy kiss kiss, and quite often Homo erectus. Image cruncher, number killer, Donall of the mighty spear. Your power never wavers, nor will my love, don't fear.
Oh.
Shucks.
There's some little references to Donall's activities outside poetry there. He's a very good photographer, and he loves street signs and street furniture, and he does some amazing things with very ordinary images. He will make them into something quite magic. And that's why I said signage spotter and
Well,
photo
you two
snapper
are
meister.
very artistic, incredibly artistic, because you paint as well, don't you?
Oh, yes, I do, yes.
You paint and he takes, and you take photographs as well. So
Yeah.
together you were totally destined. Tested. Now, Katie, who is, I'm mentoring Katie, but in fact, in this instance, I'm mentoring Donall Dempsey, our fame at last, Kingston Hospital.
Oh, yes. This is where it's all happening, Julie.
So,
Julie, how's your Japanese, by the way?
my Japanese.
Yeah.
Akata-san, metita-san. It's good.
Do you know the Japanese for mother?
No.
You're laughing, I tell you. You do know.
Go on.
This poem is called
Seriously?
To
Yes.
Love but I used the Japanese word, because the Japanese not only have a word for it, but they really say what it means. So this is called Fukaka Waisuri, which means to love, not only to love, but to love tenderly and deeply.
Oh.
It goes like this. It's a recipe. Well, you really good at cooking.
I love cooking.
That's lovely. Okay, this is a recipe. Take one bed, place before an open window, letting it shimmer in summer. Gently cover in crisp, cool linen. Fluff 2 white plump pillows. Now add a little lilac and a light top sheet. Simmer from high noon to full moon. Stir in longing, adding just a pinch of lust. Not too much, not too much. Jesus, Julie, that's enough. God's sake. Now, only now, add in the lovers. Let them stew in their own juices. Now, turn up the heat and serve hot. A dish fit for the gods.
Hey. Nice, Donall.
This is one I wrote for all the people that think that when you're over 50 or even over 60, your sex life is dead. It's disgusting, it's obscene, and it shouldn't be allowed. It's perverted, it's embarrassing and wicked. And if you have to do it, please don't mention it aloud. We don't want to know just when and how you did it. It's different if you're young and you tell about the fun that you had last night in someone else's bed, and how you licked her thingy, and how she got all clingy, and how your thing was iron and you went at it all night, and how she wailed in ecstasy and melted at your touch. Or, if you're more discreet, how you fell down at her feet and told her that you loved her and you wanted her so much. Yes, if you're under 30, it's all right to write quite dirty and tell the world about your private life. Even when you're pushing 40, you can still be fairly naughty, but at 50, some will tell you stop. You should be getting ready for the afterlife. In bed as well as out, we don't leave you in much doubt. We intend to go on having sex and fun together. Old arms can still entwine. Yes, we've done it, we still do it, and our erotic loving will go on and keep us happy until we're 99. So I hope we don't offend when we let you visualise our ageing bodies in flagrante locked. For sex won't vaporise or fade before your eyes, and your passions won't grow cold just because you're getting old. You'll still do it with the light on, like your parents did before you, and sex will never bore you, for as long as you're together you will find that there's always more to love than just a pure marriage of two minds. And that is to
Janice Windle.
It's about Dónall.
Oh.
Thank you.
Well done. We'll just follow in the studio, and it's been great fun. And I'm just going to say my thank yous because we're going to do this thing in a minute. So just in no particular order, really. Catherine Shirley, fabulous poet, all fabulous poets. I'll just say the names: Catherine Shirley, Katie, our mentoring queen. Cassandra and Gary from America, across the pond, they've gone off to their wedding. Mr. Tim Whitehead on sax, and telling us all about Tate Britain and Turner, that was rather fabulous. Martin Seeger, who's to my right, he's been doing bloggy, and he was going to be on his guitar actually, we abandoned that one. Donall, Dempsey and Janice Windle, poets extraordinaire, and Fran Ishwood, and my mother-in-law, and me, Julie Mullen. So we're going to do this thing. I'm going to hand the mic over to Tim to announce it. It's going to be called Murdoch's what? In mourning to Murdoch, is that right?
In mourning for Murdoch.
Okay. Right.
The murder of Murdoch.
Yeah.
Murdoch's murder.
To a queer kumquat. O mascarpone, my kumquat doth gleam gingerly in your presence.
Merrill streeps to conquer by walking woolly dogs with handles. She says it's cleaner that way. The product of fevered imagination and brows with furrows. Reading Edgar Rice Burroughs.
Come Vienna, Vienna, il sole sta predicando alle città da Priano che miracolosamente si aggrappa alle scogliere. Qui nella sua mano de Lucia ad acqua racconta la parabole da Ciotoli.